Hi guys, this is Giga from 2100 News. We're live from Mokrica Castle today for the GDPR conference. I'm here with Ian Evans, who is the Managing Director at OneTrust. Ian, could you tell us a little bit more about your company and what do you do?
Yeah, certainly. So I'm the Managing Director. I cover all of the Europe, Middle East and African regions for our organization. Our company, OneTrust, is a privacy management software platform. So we look at all of the impacts of the GDPR regulation that comes into force in May 2018 and allow organizations to capture their records of processing, capture all the sensitive PII data that's held in their organizations, and then use that across multiple areas in their business where they think about the data subject access requests, their website consent for cookies, consent preference centers for marketing, incident breach management, vendor management, all of the areas that GDPR really tells us to understand personal data, data subject data, put that under control and act responsibly about that area.
Ian was also one of the speakers here at the conference. How did you like the conference overall?
So, first of all, great conference and beautiful country and beautiful castle. I think the conversations in the conference, very relevant. There's a great mix here of legal and IT, which gives a great balance. When you look at GDPR, it's often legally led and IT has involvement, but there's a very good balance, very healthy balances.
Could you give us a quick recap of your speech? What did you talk about today?
Yeah, of course. So I covered consent today, and under GDPR there are 6 bases of processing. Those legal bases like contract, public interest, legitimate interest, and consent is one of those 6. So essentially, when you think about consent, and there's a whole topic around how we gain consent, freely given consent, but ultimately the way that our organizations communicate with people, data subjects, and understanding how they've consented, what the new GDPR requirement is, that it must be easy to understand and freely given. It mustn't be pre-ticked. We can't force anybody by saying, I will withdraw my service unless you give consent. So once we do that, we have to evidence that, and you have to give the data subject the ability to withdraw that consent as well, or redact. And that's a complicated process because all of our organizations have so many touch points. And also, the consent that we give can't be, yes, I consent. It's got to be, I consent to the annual report, I consent to the newsletter, I consent to advertising calls, and it should be very granular.
Yeah, I think it was very interesting when you said when you received that text message about if you consent to something, and you said to what and what data do you possess, why and when.
And people read the GDPR and it says you've got to tell people the data that you're processing, and the email I just used as an example said, please consent to continuing to process your data. So now my question is, what data? Yeah. And what are you processing? So this will lead, consent will lead into other areas of GDPR. So we all have new rights under GDPR, which give us the ability to say, well, what do you process and why do you process it and what do you hold? And actually that's inaccurate. Could I have that changed, please? Or could I have that erased? Or could I have that ported for one of your competitors? So this is the data subject access request side. We're going to end up in a situation where trying to gain consent, we're going to start to see breaches of data processes, and we're going to start to see people raising the data subject access request notifications as well. So these are all very interlinked.